Ranking movie sequels coming out next year by how excited I am for them. In last place has to be Avengers Doomsday. This is going to be complete garbage. I don't know why they cast Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Nothing but cameos. I'm just joking. We all know Doomsday is going to be peak. In real last place is actually Scream 7. Now, I'll be honest, the Scream franchise is actually very consistent when it comes to horror movie franchises. Like, most of the films are actually pretty good in this franchise, but the reason this is in last place is because thanks to the studio being absolute idiots, they've now lost Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. Neither of these will be returning for the sequel, so it really killed all my hype. At number 11 is the new Hunger Game prequel, Sunrise on the Reaping, focusing on Haymitch. Now, I'm not that big of a fan of the Hunger Game franchise. The movies are fine. I've never read the book, so it's going to be lower on my list because I'm just personally not that excited for it. At number 10 is Scary Movie 6 because yes, this franchise is coming back. Is it probably going to be garbage and 10 times worse than the originals? Yes, but still, it'll be interesting to see how they bring this back. At number 9 is Ice Age 6 because yes, this movie franchise is officially coming back from the dead next year. I really wish I could put this higher on the list, but if we're being honest with ourselves, a lot of the Ice Age movies are super mediocre to actually just straight up bad. Besides like the first one, there are some okay ones mixed in there, but it's a very mixed franchise, so I feel like this is just going to be more of the same and probably very mediocre. At number 8, we have The Devil Wears Prada 2, which for some reason, yes, is a real movie. It's filming right now. Now, sometimes these unnecessary legacy sequels actually are very surprising and end up being a good film that really adds to the original, gives you something new. I don't think this is going to be the case with this movie, but we'll see. Maybe it surprises me. At number 7, I have 28 Years Later Part 2, The Bone Temple, and I have to give them credit because this movie is releasing exactly 28 weeks after Part 1. I was very mixed on the first one because there are elements of this movie that I absolutely loved. I think the first hour of the film is brilliant, but I also feel like the movie's kind of all over the place tonally. I absolutely hated the very ending scene, and it seems like this movie's going to actually be focusing on Jack O'Connell and his Power Ranger gang from the ending of Part 1, which is a little worrying, but I feel like it might work better if the entire movie is focusing in on these characters and in that kind of sillier tone. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't think it's going to be great, but hopefully it wins me over. At number 6, I have Shrek 5. I'm still not over the redesign and new character model they have for Shrek himself. It just looks so uncanny to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the Shrek films. I think the first 2 are good movies. The second 2 are really just super mid. Hopefully this film again can kind of be a return to form back like Shrek 1 and 2. The movie is adding Zendaya to the cast. She's gonna be playing Shrek's daughter, and hopefully we can get some animation on the level of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, because if not, this is gonna feel like a real downgrade. At number 5, I have the Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the first one was not incredible or anything, but I feel like there is just so much to explore with the world of Mario, all these different characters that we didn't see in the first one, like Wario, Waluigi. There's rumors going around that this might actually be Super Mario World instead of Super Mario Bros. 2, which I think would be really cool, and I just feel like this franchise has so much life to explore in these next couple sequels, so hopefully they can really flesh out this world and give us a great film. At number 4, I have Toy Story 5. Do we need this movie? Absolutely not. But the Toy Story films are, again, incredibly consistent. The first 3 are great films. Fourth one is a good film, not great, not necessary, but still, it's not terrible. And I mean, come on, this movie's literally going to be dealing with the iPad kid generation and how they're ignoring their physical toys and just obsessed with their screens. This is an official image from the movie or concept art. So even though it's absolutely unnecessary, the Toy Story franchise has never given us a bad film, and I feel like it's going to be a lot better than the other movies on this list. Drop a like in the video and let me know in the comments what movie sequel you're most excited for next year. At my number 3 is where I actually am placing Avengers Doomsday, because this film could really go so many different directions. There is definitely a possibility that this movie's just an absolute mess, trying to force in all these characters like the Marvel Avengers that we all know, the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, the Fox X-Men. It would really be so easy for this movie to just be an absolute nostalgia fest, just focusing in on cameos and having no real story, but I actually think they're going to really cook with this movie. The Russo brothers did Infinity War and Endgame. They know how to handle tons of different characters. It seems like we're probably going to be focusing in on Doctor Doom as the main character, and I'm one of the only people that actually like the casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Would it be my first choice? No, but I think they can do something really interesting with this. Whether it's just an alternate reality Tony Stark becoming Doctor Doom and evil, or maybe there's a different actor playing the real Doctor Doom and he sends his mind into Tony Stark to kind of infect him. Whatever they're gonna do, I feel like they could cook. And I'm not gonna lie, all the nostalgia aspects and seeing the Fox X-Men back in here, it shouldn't work on me, but it's going to. I absolutely love all these characters. Seeing them all fighting Doctor Doom is gonna be peak. At number 2, this might be slightly controversial. I actually have Spider-Man Brand New Day over Avengers Doomsday. I think this has a much higher chance chance of actually being great, especially with everything we're learning about this film now. Like, we just got the new suit reveal, looks exactly the same as the one from the end of No Way Home. It's perfect. Kevin Feige's just straight up confirmed it's going to be a street level movie. Hulk, Punisher, and Scorpion are all confirmed to be in this film. Plus, now we have rumors that Tombstone, Tarantula, and Boomerang are going to be like supporting villains in this film, probably in a montage of him like cleaning up the streets. We got Sadie Sink joining this movie. I think she's the best and most talented of all the Stranger Things kids. I think she'll be a great addition to this film. And we got Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi, working on this film. We're going to get incredible action sequences, the grounded, darker Spider-Man story we've all been waiting for. It's going to be peak. And like I said at the beginning, this video is only movie sequels, so things like The Odyssey and every original film next year is not included on this list. Number one for me, it's not even close. It's far and away Dune Part 3, one of my most anticipated movies of all time. The first two Dune films are some of my favorite movies ever. Denis Villeneuve is one of the greatest filmmakers we have working right now. I absolutely love the book Dune Messiah. It's going to be just so dark and different from the first two Dune movies in the best way possible. We got Robert Pattinson joining the already stacked cast of this film. And I'm not going to lie to you, I will probably be shedding a tear in the theater watching this movie just because of the pure level of peak I'll be witnessing. Like I said, let me know your list of what movie sequels you're most excited to see next year. And if you want to see me rank every single superhero movie released this decade so far, click the video above my head right now. Thank you so much for watching. Ranking movie sequels coming out next year by how excited I am for them.